Thunder Bay's ambitious housing target to build 2,200 new units by 2031 has been approved by City Council.
That decision came after some surprising news from administration regarding the pledge itself. Vasilios Bellos is following the story and joins us live in studio with the details. Vasilios.
Thanks, Ryan. City staff received a letter from the province just hours before the meeting saying the pledge didn't have to be approved to receive provincial housing funding. That was administration's assumption since hearing about the pledge, and just how the funding will be rolled out is still unclear. City Council has approved its provincial housing pledge, but not before administration spoke about some information received from Ontario just before the meeting.
Approval of the housing pledge is not a requirement to access and remain eligible for the Building Faster Fund.
Council still approved the ambitious housing pledge, despite hearing that it wasn't a requirement to access the provincial money. City staff received that information just hours before the meeting. The fund is meant to assist development, with administration estimating Thunder Bay could receive $1.5 million over the next 3 years.
We know that the financial capacity is there in the community.
Mayor Ken Boshkov believes developers are ready to help achieve the pledge of 2,200 new housing units by 2031, and says the city is already working to ensure quality building sites.
Restorations of former industrial lands have been taking place before our very eyes, and when you go to some of these properties, you won't recognize them anymore because so much has been done with them.
Promising news from administration as well, as 2023 has already seen 280 building permits issued, significantly higher than the 5-year average. Also during the meeting, a proposed zoning amendment on Government Road that received harsh opposition from neighborhood residents.
In the way of traffic, noise, intrusion on other properties.
A couple living on Government Road was hoping for a zoning amendment to allow them to host weddings and other events on their property, which could include building a recreation facility in the future. The city received 36 submissions from community members, 32 of which had objections or concerns.
The people who live there in the area have actively sought out a peaceful, safe, rural area in which to live. This rezoning application puts common goals and values of the entire area at risk in a variety of ways.
The applicants did address public concerns regarding noise and traffic, saying there hasn't been community pushback, even though they've hosted larger gatherings in the past.
Nobody has ever complained. It's just the fact that we want to add weddings. It's an opportunity for us to generate a bit of revenue, to keep the trails immaculate, to keep the property nice.
Council ultimately directed administration to narrow the scope of the zoning bylaw amendment to possibly address the concerns. Vasilios Bellos, TBT News.